Not sure how good the audio is, but hello again, YouTube. It's currently October 11, 2025, and it's 2:03 a.m. in the morning. So I was just studying for my quiz tomorrow. I've got a few problems and stuff, not much, but I've been here for like 11, 12, and you're like 3 hours or 4 hours into this thing, and I'm still kind of not really learning that much, but I mean, I'm learning, but not as efficient. Anyway, um, yeah, Sheriff is gone. So I just went for a quick break, and I was at the rooftop, just looking down, looking up at stars and the moon. I think it's, I forgot. I think it's full moon or something. I don't know. I forgot. Um, I was just thinking about things, a lot of things. I'm tired and stressed because the same old reasons. I don't think I want to explain any further, but I'm just gonna yap. So recently, I've decided to make my life a little bit more private, and so last week I stepped my on Facebook and Instagram. I unfollowed and unfriended many people, which for me was the first step on changing my life. I left many groups and I kept the ones that I think I'm going to benefit on in the future, or at least I kept the things that I still want to keep. So I did make my life a little bit more private. After that, I'm not really going to use Facebook, but I want people to still reach me out. So I just deactivated my account, both Instagram and Facebook. It's been a while as well since I used TikTok. I didn't really, I don't really open it, and same goes for Twitter. Um, so yeah, I'm a little bit more private now with my life. And so recently, I just did something that I left a group which I don't feel like I belong anymore. They were fine. They were my friends, and I'm still friends with them. I told them that it's not personal. It's just that I am moving on to something much greater in life. And they have things they like. I have things that I hate about it. The things about I have things or stuff that I don't like about what they like. So for me, you know, it's not just for me. And so I started establishing boundaries for myself. I started recognizing the things that I really don't want to, like things that will affect my future. I'm slowly starting to focus on the things that I need to take care of first, which was my environment, my surroundings, the things that I need to take care of. Well, me, I need to take care of myself. And so you're probably wondering, how is it that you are taking care of yourself if you are still awake at 2 a.m. and studying? Well, I was originally planning to study yesterday, Friday, but I got lazy. I think I procrastinated, even though I shouldn't have because my grades are failing on the subject. And honestly, since the last message, I don't know, I'm not gonna explain, but yeah, since the last message that Ashley left me, I just felt like the life out of me has been sucked. My ambition, my passion, whatever it is, just been sucked all dry. It's like I buried my motivation to study with her. And so it was kind of hard for me. It's still hard for me to figure out what to do or how do I get back on my feet and get that feeling and motivation of studying again. And so right now for me, the results doesn't really matter. For me, what matters is that I'm still trying. And the reason why I'm studying now, or a bit earlier and after this, is because I realized that who am I to give up when God Himself didn't give up on me? I mean, I have the privilege to study. I have all these privileges, or whatever that is that I can mention, or cannot mention. I have all these things in my life, okay? And some people, they want the luxury of being able to study without having to worry about their tuition fees, without having to take loans. And that is something that I have that I'm probably taking for granted. And so I know that I am going through something right now, but I don't want to take this thing for granted. That's why I told myself, who am I to give up when God Himself didn't give up on me? And so I know, even though I know I'm trying, I mean, I'm failing, I know to myself that I'm still trying. And that mindset of results doesn't really matter for me is working right now because I don't want to stress myself too much about whatever it is that comes out. I don't want to have expectations because last time I set expectations, I was devastated. And so, yeah, here I am. I'm just studying, and whenever I don't feel like it or like I need a break, I just take a break. I don't use timers and stuff. When I don't understand it, I just don't force myself to fry my brain out in order to understand the concept or the context, whatever it is that I need to understand. Right now, I'm just focusing on what I feel in my head. I was supposed to work out yesterday, but I didn't work out as well because I told myself that I was going to study yesterday. And so, as you can see, there's a lot of things, and there's no move, or I didn't move yesterday. There was nothing. And I know I'm kind of disappointed with myself for not doing that. So I'm going to work out tomorrow. I should at least work out once a week, and this once a week I am messing up. So I really have to make the most out of this review, so that I won't really feel disappointed if I fail the exam or the test. But the best thing I can do is not feel bad moving on forward because What's the point of succumbing to these feelings? They're only going to get me to much worse places. And so, yeah, I just took a break and just felt like I needed that mental break from the study. I also drank coffee a little bit earlier. That's why I am a little bit more energetic. I hope I still have the energy to work out tomorrow. It's only going to be an hour, but I'm exhausted and sleep deprived. So aside from making my life a little bit more private, I started to repent and take away all the things that what I used to like. They were dangerous things, or I mean, bad stuff for me. I started to expose myself less, and every chance that I get to not be exposed to that thing, I try my best not to. There are still times that I relapse, but the thing is, I just don't want to keep apologizing to God for doing that thing. It's like the same thing that I do with women. I make a mistake, I apologize, but I don't change. It's bullshit. I'm frustrated with myself. I don't know why I keep doing those things, why I come back to my unhealthy habits. And so I'm thinking, maybe if I keep doing that with people, I shouldn't engage with them. And that's why I should practice with God first. God will hopefully helps me to not relapse anymore. And so maybe from this day on, from this hour on, I shall start thinking about. I don't want to keep apologizing to God because it's going to be the same thing as what I do with or what I used to do. So apologize and come back to your unhealthy habits. It's like you're not really sorry for that. Something you're just sorry that you. Well, you're not sorry. Well, I'm not sorry about the things that I've done. It just feels so. It's like I'm just saying sorry for the sake of saying sorry. You get me? And that's why I don't feel like apologizing anymore and doing it anymore. I'm trying. You know, there are times that I relapse and stuff, but deep in my heart, I know that I am trying, and that is what matters. Is that I never stop believing myself that I am trying, and I'm not gonna give up because God didn't give up on me. The whole world may give up on me, but no, not God, not Him. And I was at the rooftop earlier, like I said. I was with, I don't want to call him my cat. I was with Sheriff, the Teeth cat. If you don't know him, you can watch. There's a video of me feeding Sheriff. And so I was with him. He was sleeping, and I was at the rooftop. I was just there, admiring and taking a deep breath, resting, looking up at the stars. And he just went to me and, you know, kind of spread his body around me. You know what cats do when they want like to be petted or something, when they're marking their territory or something. So he wants to get scratches, and so I scratched him, and then, I had like a conversation with that cat, and I asked him, "Why did you choose me?" It's a cat distribution system thing, and so I asked him, "Why did you choose me?" And of course, I wouldn't understand any of his replies. I just assumed that I do understand. I've asked him all the stuff and had a conversation with the cat. Why did you choose me? Out of all the people, you have your owner who feeds you. But like, you decided to stay with me. Is it because I got better food? Probably. But I do appreciate the cat for staying, for choosing me. Because following weeks, I mean, a few weeks ago, I felt like, I'm not worthy of anything. To be honest, I still feel unworthy, but I try my best not to think about that. And so I appreciate that cat for choosing me and staying, even though I know that my life is going to shit right now. At least someone or something is staying within my life. That's why I chose to keep my life a little bit more private because I want to appreciate what I have. Although I am making it a little bit more private than I used to because I don't talk a lot with people nowadays. I don't use my messaging apps. I turn off my phone most of the time, and most of the time I don't respond to things. Like when someone asks me a very important question, sometimes I just don't feel like responding, and so I don't. I know it's kind of rude, but right now I'm going through something that they don't know, and I am guarding myself more than ever, becoming much more secured within myself. I'm becoming more defensive against the world. And this is probably one of the most, I don't know, crucial path part in my life where I just start to become who I've always wanted to be. Turns out I just needed that one catalyst. And that catalyst is what I have been telling you about for the last, I don't know, 30 videos. What time is it? It's 2:20 a.m. I think I'm gonna head to bed and sleep for 2 hours or so, and then go back to studying again. So I've been studying for 3 hours, and usually I find myself getting tired at the 3 hour mark. It's like my brain just wants to just shut down for a bit. So I'm gonna take a power nap, and then I'm gonna get back on my feet again and study. I'm gonna do just that for the exam. But, I'm gonna maximize the time that I have while recording this video because I really want to say something. Actually, I just want to yap. And so yeah, I made my life a little bit more private. I am consciously choosing the things that I want to keep in my life, and I am consciously choosing the things that I don't want to keep in my life anymore. There's some people that I cut off, and they probably won't even know that I cut them off. But I think I don't need to explain the things that I'm doing because I figured if they'd even want me in the first place, they'd still be active and would want to keep the connection around me. But they just didn't bother to cut the connection off because we were once friends. And I understand that. But for me, I think it's time. It's not that I want to cut the friendship off. I mean, maybe if we meet, we're still friends. But I just don't want them to learn or know about my private life. I used to post a lot on social media, on TikTok, and Instagram, and Facebook. Make all these videos trying to become an influencer or something. I wasn't trying to become an influencer, but what was I doing is something that influencer like does, like on a daily basis. They post videos and stuff. But I was just there and wanting to teach people about what I love to do. I hope that I can find that spark again, because lately I've just been feeling not doing anything at all. I know I can't stop. My weight is slowly increasing because I have been spending way less time on gym. I'm still running, cardio is very important for me. A lot of shit going through right now. But I hope at some point I'll be able to figure it out. If you ask me right now, what's something that is clear to you that you can take an action from? I've listed it down. I did write about solving 2 to 3 problems a day when it comes to my engineering degree. Reading the Bible every day and taking deep breaths. Those are the things that I just like. I listed for me to do daily, but I'm not really keeping up with it. I'm not consistent. I'm not doing it most of the time because it feels forced. Forcing things to someone who is trying to figure out things, it's not really going to work. I did that many times, forcing things instead of just letting things play out. And so I didn't really punish myself. And the same goes for my review session right now. When I don't get it, I don't really push myself to the limit. I know I should, but I'm just trying to figure things, a lot of things right now. I don't want to force myself or force whatever it is that I need to force. But I just want to trust God with it, because right now I don't have control of my life. Although there are parts of me trying to, I can feel it, like me setting the boundaries and stuff. But I don't have total control over my life right now. My life right now is just on autopilot. Whatever it is that I need to do, I do. There's deadlines that I need to submit, I do those things. But I just really can't find the energy to do things. I know. I've been saying mood follows action, and that's right. And it's just life, man. That's the wrong thing here. That's the wrong thing that I did. Perhaps I shouldn't have done that. But every woman, but especially the last one, Ashley, I buried my life with her. Not just my energy, not just my motivation, but my whole life. I buried it with her. It was with her. And so right now, I don't feel like I've got a life. You know, you know, you know what I'm talking about with the word or the term life, right? And I know, it's really pathetic. Like if you're watching this video and you're seeing this, and you're gonna think of me, oh, this guy's fucking pathetic. It's just rambling about things. Come on, be a man. Well, I hate to break it to you, buddy. I'm going through something right now. And if you don't want to hear me yap about my bullshit, then you're free to go. Okay? Because this is really not for you, This is not really for anyone else. I'm just saying how I feel for myself. And I am currently allowing myself to go through things without forcing myself to become something that I don't want to or something that I can't right now. Sure, there are times that I have to force myself, sometimes I have to just be out there and be the best version of myself, but right now I can't. I just want to flow freely. Because for my whole life, I've been controlling all the circumstances. I've been trying to control all the stuff. I was a control freak. And that was the reason why most of the things fail. I consider myself really successful with a lot of things in my life because I forced myself so many times to make things happen, and that paid out really well. But I just want to flow right now. Go whatever the universe brings me to. And sure, this might sound like I'm wasting a few years of my life because I'm not seizing the day. That's fine because I'm enjoying it as it is right now. Deep down inside of me, I know that someday, at some point, I will find that life that I buried with her. Someday. And I'll find that energy, that motivation, that consistency. I'll be there again. I trust myself. But right now, it's just not really this season. And so, if you're still sticking around at this point of the video, wherever it is watching, you might be seeing me as one of the few pathetic guys, but I don't care. I don't. I don't care about that. I just want to be here and be myself. I don't care about pleasing people. I don't care about being that ultimate fucking masculine type shit to become an eye candy for my viewers or whoever it is that is viewing this video. I'm not some fucking toy. I'm a person. I'm a human being. Right now, I don't really have anything to like to fucking let out my shit on except for going to the gym, riding out at nights, and running. To which, after the exam, I know I'm probably gonna be super fucking disappointed, so I'm gonna do a let out. Like I'm gonna outlet rather, not let out. And then tomorrow I'm gonna run, so I'm gonna, do that one more outlet, something outlet. Fuck, whatever it is. And the only three things that I want to do: go to gym, run, and then night rides. These are the only things that I want to do right now. It's been hard. Every day it still reminds me of her. And every day I am reminded of my regrets and my mistakes. It's been happening so much more often than it used to. And it sucks. But I feel like it's important for me to be reminded of that every day. For me to be not, for me, so that I don't repeat those mistakes. Because back then, when I make a mistake or something that I should have regretted, I don't remember it daily. I'm not reminded of it daily because I see it as something that's not really crucial or something. I disregarded that. It's like taking a person for granted, and taking something for granted, or whatever it is that you want to call it. And I don't appreciate that. And now I think I am more appreciative of things that I make, the mistakes that I make. Because if I am reminded of that every day, then you know there's only two ways that it would probably go. They would go. It's either that I choose to be miserable, or I choose to feel great. I just really don't choose anything. Which today I didn't choose anything. My day started off great. At some point along the day, it just drops, and now I'm reviewing, so it's rising up a little bit, and just took a break, and now it's falling down. I'm not choosing how I want to feel. Just let things do itself. Let the fucking universe handle what it is that I need to handle. What time is it? It's 2:30 now. I don't want to yap too much. Not because I don't have anything to say, or not because I'm repeating what I've been saying for the last 30 minutes, but I don't want to yap too much because, like I said, I've got to take a power nap and get back to studying. And so I really have to take a power nap now. Not really sleepy, but I understand and feel like my eyes are heavy and my mind is just numb. It's a different feeling from being sleepy. It's I have the energy, but I just don't have the energy or the capacity, I think, to understand whatever it is that I'm looking at right now, which is structural theory. And don't get me started on trying to explain that shit. I'm not going to explain it to you. But yeah, I think I think that's it for now. I'm going to take it now. So if you made it this far, which is really long video, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you for sticking. And I love you wherever you are. I truly, 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 very, very much appreciate you for sticking and listening to my bullshit. Not many people can bear that kind of patience and acceptance and to just listen to someone without judgment. And so, yeah, I know I'll be better. I know at some point I'll be able to take back that life that I used to have. I'll be able to take control of my life and become that kind of person with burning passion and burning ambition. But right now, it's just not really me. And that is okay. Because what else can I do? If I force myself to do it even further, life's just going to get worse. I think it's time for me to allow myself to just flow without controlling things. So, yeah, thanks for watching this video. Good night and God bless you. Bye bye.